Hello, people. Friday. We missed last week because I was doing a garage, but I'm back. Feeling motivated.
Yeah.
Feeling
New lease on life.
something like that. Kind of. Maybe.
How did that go? People have been asking what the when are the
Oh,
week.
boy. I was like, wait a minute. Is that my voice in my head? What's going on here?
So first of all, people have been asking about when are the videos coming out, and then just more details, or if there are any details available.
Yeah, I don't know. When are the videos coming out? You tell me. You're in charge
Not
of this
today.
place.
I know that.
What's coming out today?
Today is where'd it go?
What is today's video?
It's an old school. No, that was yesterday. That one's
Is it
the AR. No, the AR is tomorrow. It looks like today is
so
reserve your spot.
They're cheap and are they?
Let's see.
No, I don't have a reserve your spot video for the channel. That's just an unlisted. That's for the email. I think they probably just having this video be the video for today.
It's partially my fault, I have to admit.
Why?
Because I did a vlog, a daily vlog, but it was too darn long.
What do you mean it was too long? There's no such thing.
Well, it was 3 hours of footage, so Mike T condensed it down to 2.5 hours. So he's like, yeah, this is way too long.
Wait, you did a vlog that was 3 hours?
Yeah. They were all giving me grief because it was like even longer than yours.
Why didn't you? Where is it?
It's right now. It's on Vimeo to go up and Inside the Hex later.
Oh, got it. Okay.
So if all the Inside the Hex members.
How did you have it 3 hours long? What were you doing? That was one day?
I live an interesting life.
That was one day?
Technically, it was.
Were you just like sitting the camera there and staring at it for hours at a time?
It was Wednesday night.
Okay.
Thursday.
Yeah.
During the day, and then Friday morning for like 10 minutes. So it was technically a little longer than a day, but still. It was a lot.
You just had like at your keyboard, just sharing your
I had
finger
it sitting
strokes?
up on the printer. I had a phone conversation with a supplier.
Okay.
Showed him my office.
Yeah.
Had a little. Went down to Orlando one night for dinner with the family, and so got some of that.
Yeah.
Some of the house, the truck. But yeah, it was.
So
like 3 hours.
What does the family think about? Were they all excited to be on camera, or were they shy on it, or what were they doing?
Yeah, they were a little shy.
Yeah.
They didn't really get it.
Yeah.
I understand. I wouldn't want to be on there either.
So that's only going Inside the Hex.
Correct.
Yeah. Your freebie is over.
Yeah.
You had a freebie week. It's like free week of Netflix, but now you've got, in order to get that kind of stuff. I shot a probably the worst hex cast I've ever done today, so that needs to probably be pretty good. I felt like it was the worst. Just talking about what's going on in life, and then I'm shooting a vlog, which is a Friday vlog because I forgot my camera here, and I've been chipping away at all the projects that I'm working on. So my house garage is coming together. We're going to shoot a really good tutorial video of Swiss Tracks install, like a step 1 through whatever. We've shot so many Swiss Tracks install videos, but they've always been kind of stream of consciousness, as we're doing it. This one's going to be a very specific, probably for shorts and for the website.
Let's see. Oh, we got a couple good comments here about my vlogging skills. 3 hour long vlog. Obviously, Chris doesn't take naps. That's true. No naps at work. I actually work throughout the day. That's good. Maddie's jealous of your vlogging skills. No, it was probably very boring. I'm not even going to go back and watch it. But you can.
That's the requisite. Like if you're watching it yourself, something you shot and experienced, and you find it entertaining, you find it interesting, you don't want to turn it off. That means it's good. If it's not, then, or you could be a massive narcissist like I am, and just like watching yourself.
Put it up on the big screen.
Yeah. I
did the tour video. That was fun. I did watch that one again because I'd forgotten how funny I was. All right, let's get to some comments here. We have a couple in the chat here I want to get to first. And we already got a super chat. Nice. Axel wants to know, he says, hey, it's about time to change to my winter tires here in Finland. I was thinking about buying a floor jack. Have you looked into floor jacks, or should I just buy the most expensive one in the store?
Yeah, I don't know. Floor jacks are something that I have never really chased. What's going on with the power here? It's flickering on us.
Yeah, we got a bad storm going on.
Do we have gas out there in that thing? I got a call from someone about
I got
that.
us all set up with that.
Okay.
But there's hardly any missing from the tank, so it's...
Oh, for years.
We've never used it.
Yeah,
It's only for the.
Gotcha. It only powers the other side, the other side you're in. So you'll get to keep typing away, making 3-hour vlogs with all the power of the generator.
I should do a vlog every week. But no floor jack ideas for him.
I don't
Axel?
have any.
No,
Yeah.
sorry, Axel.
I just haven't. That's the one on the long list, not the short list. The long
It's
list.
on the long list. All right, let's see. Stint Placer says he just got a navy hoodie from the store. Thanks, Chris. The sizing was perfect. He had emailed support about sizing. I guess we're about the same size. If you haven't ordered one, get yours now. Great quality. Thanks, OG. Nice. Let's see. Dominic says, hey, Matt, you didn't miss anything at SEMA. No people, lots of empty space, and C8s everywhere.
Yeah, I see pictures. Are people not wearing masks there? I see the vendors are, but people aren't. I could have gone. But yeah, it's like, it looks dead. It looks like a ghost town from the pictures I've seen. I'm sad. I almost got on a plane and went on Wednesday. I'm like, wait a minute. Seems like people are able to kind of walk around there. They're not like, you're not having to wear a space suit around. You can hang out. I've got the strong antibodies now, so I can go there and do whatever I want. And but we were gone for a while, long while.
Yeah, Rex is posting some videos. He was at SEMA.
I about killed everybody in Atlanta. Kyle's at home. He's probably sleeping. He'll probably sleep 24 hours straight because him and Bryce worked them into the ground. Waba too. Mike Figuera, you can't kill him. I tried to kill him many times, hasn't happened yet.
He just keeps on going.
Yeah. But it was a pretty remarkable thing we did.
Yep. And more. The videos are coming soon, but not today. Let's see. Scott Ailes, our friend Scott, wants to know: are you coming to the laser show at the Dryce Lab tomorrow?
I'm not. I think Bryce said he might stop by. I've got to babysit. Michelle has a darn competition tomorrow.
Yeah, she told me about that.
Yep. She tells me this months and then weeks and then days and then hours in advance, and I still don't hear it. And I'm like, what? I got stuff to do. She's like, well, I've told you this for like months. I said, oh, crap. Okay.
All right, so there you go, Scott. Bryce may stop by.
Bryce, because Scott has one of those laser thingies, laser clean. I don't know anything about it.
Oh, that
It's
thing
like a $500,000, $400,000 laser that like will take the funk off of a car. Like it's another way to do it. So you have vapor honing, dry ice cleaning, and laser or whatever. That's the trifecta of restorations. We got to do my E46 soon.
I remember he mentioned that on the podcast he did with you, actually, but I thought that was a lofty goal.
So he rented one. He didn't buy one. He rented one.
Okay, gotcha. All right, let's see. Mike Parker says, I ordered a couple OG shirts in large size, but they seem to fit differently. Is there a rule of thumb on the shirt? Does the shirt run big or run small? Looking to order more and want to be sure I get the correct size.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they are different from a regular T-shirt. It's got a different cut, like on your sleeves, so you don't have all that weird hanging stuff where your sleeves poking out the side. It's I guess a more athletic fit, which Chris and I are not representing very well these days. But it's just the neck is better. I'm always wearing XL. Probably should wear double XL, but I don't really know what
it depends on the shirt, too. This navy one is different from the black ones, and the gray ones are definitely different. The heathered shirts are different.
I think it's pretty true to size, though. Like, if you're a normal XL, it's just going to fit tighter, or fit better, not have a bunch of fluff.
Yeah, I wear a 2X. It fits well on me, but I prefer the black ones. They're a little more snug. These are kind of drapey.
It also depends on the batch. I mean, these are made in America, by hand, in California by Los Angeles Apparel. They're I think the best shirts on the planet, T-shirt wise.
Let's see. James in the chat says it's Friday. The best part of his day is right here. Thanks, James. That's cool. My buddy Brian checking in from California. Made it on time today. Super chat here from, where'd it go? Improved Garage. Hey, Matt, got the email about, what are we calling that? Rice, R-Y-S? Reserve your spot. But I see on some things, press all bottles, can't be ordered. Will everything be added to the list over time? Should I ask support if there's something
just talked about that about 10 minutes ago. So press all should be live here soon for it as well. Because they were thinking Brad and the team was thinking, well, maybe we should leave out some, like, T-shirts don't make sense.
That's true.
And I said, everything makes sense. Get all the monies. Sell all the stuff. Certainly press all. So yeah, press all should be live here shortly. And lock it down. He's like, well, people buy like 25 of them at a time. I said, yeah, if I would want to lock it down. Let's lock it up. Get your spot. We have 1,000 of them coming. Those will sell out in minutes. And especially once we get our labels figured out. The labels I put the labels on. They're beautiful. It's just they're designed for like professional machine application, which we don't have. So they can get bubbly at times, which I don't love. So Bryce is working on adhesive. We're probably gonna have to change the design a little bit. But but after that, when are we thinking the container's gonna be here? January, February? So we have 4,000 more coming after that.
More than that, yeah.
Yeah, the goal is to get 4,000 just translucents. The goal is to get up to having massive stock of them, and parts and pieces and warranty and all that stuff. So we're working on that.
Let's see. Neil White here, who joins us every week. He's got his Braves. He switched. I thought he was a Cubs logo. Now he's switched to the Braves since they won, I guess. He said the vlogs were great while you're gone. The Jeff and Manny and the Brad did his scrub and speak. Love the Pan the Organizer screenshot on Matt's computer. It's still there, actually. I see it right now.
I forgot to get. I keep thinking I didn't change it, but
good stuff.
Maybe I'll just leave it there.
The Mad Piranha says, thanks to Braylon Tate for expertly packing my order. It arrived and made my week. There you go, Braylon. Nice. Let's see. Little Debbie. Oh, have you seen Little Debbie ice cream yet, actually in a store?
Did it launch? I haven't seen it.
Mm-hmm. It's in the stores. I haven't seen it either, but I've seen videos. And
no one can
stuff.
send it to me. It won't make it here.
No, don't send it. We'll see if we can get one soon. Let's see. Let me go to a question here that I know you'll appreciate from Alan624 on Instagram. I got my GT4 allocation. I'm so excited. I've got everything narrowed down except the transmission.
Mm-hmm.
I currently have a Cayman GTS 4.0 with the manual, and I love it. I'm tempted to go PDK.
No, don't do that.
But I'm undecided. After owning yours, which transmission would you recommend?
No, definitely not PDK. You only get the PDK if you have to. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, you want the manual. Chris, the sad news for you, I got the call yesterday for the touring.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell off 4 or 5 to make room for it.
I was thinking about what would I sell, but I don't really want to sell anything.
Tesla.
I need the Tesla. Tesla's my crutch. I think I'm going to sell the E46 will probably be given away. So here's the plan. The plan is so the GT4 or GT3 touring allocation will not be until June at the earliest. So that means it'd be something like that's the allocation, which means it'll probably be a July or August delivery. So we put it in. He's put it in to see if we can lock down paint to sample. So we're going to do Brewster Green, paint to sample. The Raptor. So I'm going to be in search of try to get a Gen 3 Raptor, 37 Gen 3 Raptor. And that's for Michelle. So I'm going to try to get one of those as soon as I can. Get one of those coming because I want to do a winter Raptor giveaway. And so we're going to do a the douche Raptor, the slightly douched Raptor. And we'll do like a RPG Stage 3 rear suspension with Devers, Dever leaf springs. We'll do RPG collar kit in the front. Maybe do some of the the more sophisticated Fox shocks or maybe King shocks or something like that. Change the window tint. Just get the thing set up. Do a tune, all that kind of stuff, and then do a giveaway on the Raptor. I think that could be really cool. So we'll make a slightly more jumpable Raptor, giveaway. Totally detail it, code it, dial in the paint, and then do a giveaway on that, and give Michelle the bone stock Gen 3 Raptor. She didn't believe me. I put the TE37s on there. I don't think they look very good though on the truck, and she didn't believe me. It's like a totally different truck with proper tires, proper offsets, proper wheels.
So she likes it better?
Yeah. It drives so much smoother, so much nicer. Even with the crappy BDS lift on it, it just drives like a darn dream in comparison.
Let's see. Going Dutch Films in the chat says, I received the Mosmatic sprayer today. This thing is absolutely stellar.
Yes, sale's still going on. And we have them in stock, ready to go, ready to ship.
We got 9 days left.
Yeah. I gotta make a couple posts, make another push. I think we sold about 400 of them. It's pretty awesome. I predicted we sell about 500. So, we got 5 days going to get their set for whatever we got left. What did you say? It's 9 days.
Yeah, it ends on the 14th at 11:59 Eastern time.
Yeah.
Let's see. Michelle M. from Lady Lake is checking into the chat. She says she'll literally be gone for less than 24 hours.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's a lot. It's like an eternity.
Now she's going to stay overnight now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spencer, our buddy up in Dakota, says, hey, Matt, just broke my cox reel after 2 years, winding and unwinding 2 to 3 times a day. Easily have over 1,000 winds on it. Can't even be mad. Sounds like a pretty good use there.
Yeah, I'm surprised it even broke. It's just bad luck. I'm surprised it wouldn't last. I mean, it probably just needs some parts or something for it.
All right, let's see. Someone is asking, who's that? Dominic says, can you explain the screen graph behind Matt? That's his approval rating right now. His current approval rating. I don't know what that graph is. What does it say?
Yeah, why is that there? I don't know.
It just bottomed out. Maybe that's why he's asking. Super chat from Shaz29, $5. How are the emits? I'm waiting for reviews on the emit 50, 25C, and NAT T778. Will these be discounted on Black Friday?
They can be if you want them. I have emits in stock. I didn't stock the 50s, but we can get them. They're fantastic. They're basically LYDs, so they're just as good as LYDs, only better if you get a better amplifier. I just got my T778 yesterday, or I noticed it yesterday. It came last week, so I just got it finally. I don't think we're going to stock that, so I'll probably, if you want to hit me up, I'll fire sale it to you after I play with it a little bit. But the emits are pretty fantastic. The evokes are obviously much better at 3 times the price, but the emits they're so much like LYDs. The LYD is the studio monitor version of it. They're like the sound signature is almost identical. I love it. I love them. They're great. So for those wondering, emits are the Dynaudio entry level speakers. They're Chinese manufactured. They're Danish designed, but Chinese manufactured to keep the cost down. It's their entry level version of the speaker, and even though they're veneered, it's like a vinyl veneer. The cabinets look nice. The performance is great. They're pretty awesome.
He follows up by saying he wants to upgrade to Evoke eventually, but hoping emit will be good for my living room TV. Coming from a soundbar, the difference should be significant.
Oh, yeah. Especially on a T778. That's the NAD receiver. So if you had that combination with the center channel, especially if you did emit 50s, man, that'd be sick. I don't know that you'd even really need to upgrade. The difference would be subtle. The Evokes are awesome, but I've been dreaming about. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Confidence 60s in my office theater. I want to build my house. I'm excited about that. I'm still waiting on my Contour 60s, which hopefully will come at some point.
Now we know we're having some. I guess when the lights flickered, we had an issue because lots of people are saying the video dropped.
Uh-oh. Are we still
maybe having some weather issues here?
Oh, we're back up to viewers again. Okay. So
that's good.
Yeah. Keeps coming commercial. Hey, that's good. At least it drops to a commercial.
Yeah. Turn the ads off. Hopefully that helps.
And turn those ads back on. Let's get you some monies. Give me some monies.
We got another super chat from Improved Garage, $10. Watched all the videos on PSB, and although I already have more speakers than I can physically use, I'm still ordering some just for the experience.
They're good. For what they cost, I think we're going to sell a lot of them. It's going to take a little time, but I think we're going to do a lot of them. People just overlook the audio in the garage. I just sold some L8048s and a Sub 18S and a Node for a guy who's asking what he should do with his audio, and I think we're going to do really well with this. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but at least I had a lot of fun doing it. But I think that I think we're going to do really well. It's just going to take a little while to really stock up on it. But I don't know that it'll do as well as pressure washing for us. But it's a very high margin business as well too. So it adds a lot of profitability for us.
Let's see. Noe says, after a few years of listening to you talk about CSL and EXO, I finally tried it on my car. After 2 weeks of having it on my car, you may have just converted me to a coating guy.
It's good, man. It's good. It's easy to remove. It's not the most durable coating of coatings, but I think it's one of the best looking, certainly one of the best feeling coatings. It's super slick. I think it'd be hard to go back after that.
Luke Newman here in the chat says, "Hey, Matt and Chris, I can't seem to ship chemicals to the UK from the OG store. Will this ever change? Trying to try out the new OG drying aid. Shout out from the OG fans here in the UK. Part of that is probably due to the total amount you're trying to order."
Yeah, there's a new, I think it's part of Brexit, is it not?
Mm-hmm.
There's a new requirement that you have to buy $200 US, or maybe it's 200 pounds. It's 200 something.
I don't know the number. I should.
That there's a new requirement for us as shippers, if we're following the rules here, that you have to buy $200 worth of stuff in order to be able to ship it to the UK. It's weird. So thank your local politician for that new value add you got.
Let's see. Sean wants to know, "Hey Matt, can you shed some light on the nozzle size for the Krenzel 1122? I bought the OG sprayer wand along with 2 nozzles, 4.0, last year, and now notice 4.5 is recommended. Did it change?"
For what?
The 1122.
It's just that some people were having issues on a 15 amp circuit and were overamping, and the machine was shutting down. So I would still run the 4.0. If you're not having any problems, then I'd run the 4.0. It's only if you're having issues with your power shutting off and stuff like that, or the machine going into standby. That just means that you're overamping or don't have enough power for it. And so we found that there was a batch, or the newer version 1122 has quite a bit more output. So the 4.5 was making it draw like 16 amps and was kicking everybody's breaker even without the foam cannon. So if it's not having any problems, I would stick with 4.0.
Let's see. Shaz29, another $2 super chat here. Thanks. This is the you mentioned your used T778. Who/when do I email for Matt's used T778?
Just gently bother me once every month or so. Just email me, matt@obsessgarage.com. I have like $170,000 worth of audio equipment, of which a lot of it didn't make the cut, but it's still great stuff. All the Blue Sound stuff that I didn't choose, all all of my tester Dynaudio speakers, like ones that I bought to take photos of and stuff. So these are all going to be basically brand new speakers that I can't advertise selling. So actually, if you want to hit me up, I have Evoke 30s and Evoke 50s. One in walnut, and the Evoke 30s are in gloss white. That I don't think I have an Evoke Center, but we can always order one. But I have my open box stuff that I'm going to need to sell as well. And, we're talking about, I'd be selling this stuff for like 40-50% less than retail, because it's my set, it's my demo set. But I can't advertise it. You're supposed to keep it a year. It's getting close to a year on some of this stuff. But I've got to clean out all of this once I finalize everything. I've got to sell off all of our ones we use for photos and all of our testers. I mean, I've got Evokes in all the colors. I've got everything. I didn't order any Emit 30s or 50s, so I don't have any of those. But we do have a lot. I have a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
Let's see. Our Brad jumped in the chat here to talk about the United Kingdom thing. So it's 135 pounds, which is approximately $200 US is the amount. So, and then Luke responded, "Fantastic, an excuse for me to buy more stuff." So, yeah, there you go, Luke. Or just get together with some buddies, Luke, and combine your orders together. Rephrase says, "I put EXO on my interior. How does that make Matt feel?" He chuckled. That's how it made him feel. David J., our buddy up in Birmingham. "I was decontaminating some wheels last weekend. Made the mistake of getting some Tarex on the tire. Now the tire has a brown spray pattern and another brown mark where the Tarex ran down. Do you have any suggestions on how to clean that up?"
Yeah, I mean, you could probably just think about if you hit a curb and you scuff the tire. You could probably just take a towel and just go to town with it. Just rub it crazy. I mean, it's rubber. So I would think you could almost like remove that layer of skin on the rubber, and that should take care of it. So I would probably grab like a waffle weave towel and wrap it around the end of a screwdriver and just hammer down on those spots, and it would probably do just kind of take the layer of skin off of the wheel. That might do it. The other thing you might want to try is spray some stoners on there. Like cover the wheel up and spray it on the tire.
The Terminator you're talking about?
Sorry, yeah, Stoner's Terminator. Try that. Just don't get it all over your wheel, because then you have stains on your wheel if you leave it sit too long.
Yeah, so report back to us, David. Let us know next week what happened there. Let's see. Jack wants to know, hey, Matt, do you have any lessons learned or important takeaways from doing the Awesome Garage in Atlanta last week? Looking forward to the video series.
Yeah, don't break Kyle and Bryce. So take it easy on them next time. The key requisite here was with Kyle and Bryce was to have them go there, because Bryce needs to manage the media aspect of it, and Kyle needs to manage the project. And so now that they've done a couple of garages, now they'll be able to like do it remotely. Like they won't need to be there doing the physical labor stuff. And so in the future, when we do garages, which again, this isn't the business model. The business model is not to go out and do like manual labor every month, but it's to, I would like to do some of these to capture the content. And so in the future, we'll kind of, I think what I'll probably do is kind of put up for like lottery or who wants to go, and so if Tommy or Jeff or Manny or whoever wants to go and we'll have a requisite, you're gonna be destroyed by the end of this, and Kyle will run it from here, making sure product and stuff, and so he'll basically have an assistant there, doing the grunt work, doing the work. What products do we need? What needs to be adjusted on the design? Bryce, same thing, where he'll be able to run it remotely. Where if Waba's there, or who's the new guy, Chris? Mm-hmm. Is it another Chris?
Toda?
Yeah. So if those guys, one of those or both of those guys are there, that Bryce is able to run the media from wherever he is. That's the goal. But this one was really important for me to get those guys there, so that way they can really see. If they're going to be running the process, I need to be there because, I'm sharing the process, sharing the install. Mike would need to be there. And so if we do, 3 or 4 of these garages a year, then, now, Kyle and Bryce have a really solid handle on what to do. But, if there's 4 of us building, 5,000 square feet of insanity, it's a pretty big thing. And I'm hard to deal with because of the just obsessiveness where I was dreaming of concrete the first night, and next night I'm dreaming of the cabinets, and then I'm like waking up and like just can't sit down to eat, can't function. I have to do it, love to do it. And so but the garage turned out just absolutely insane. Wait till you see it.
And then part of it, the rest of his question was asking about, is there stuff you learned that now maybe you don't want in your garage, or you definitely have to have in your garage?
Unfortunately, the Mosmatic drying system doesn't work. It's no good. I've been dreaming of that thing. I thought that was the ultimate solution. It doesn't frickin' work. It doesn't do what it doesn't have as much output as an Ego blower, and it's $4,500. So it's pointless. And then the hose kind of gets bound up and it leaks air because of the corrugation, the spiral tube. And so it leaks from all connection points. I'm sure we could solve some of these, but the issue is the output. You have this big giant thing, and I was expecting to blow the paint off the car. So we'd actually disconnected, thought maybe it was because we were running through 50 feet of or 40 feet of conduit. But it was only maybe 5 or 10% increase when we swapped it over to just run it right out of the machine, right out of the unit. So it's not any good, and it's $4,500. But we had to spend another $150 in parts and pieces to make it function. So that was really sad. I mean, maybe I can work with Mosmatic, but it's kind of cheap feeling, and it's just like there's some really high quality components, like the boom pole is amazing. The hose they provided was amazing. It was too short. We had to order some other hose from Clean Right. it has some real virtues, but then the output is nowhere near that of an Ego blower. Even though it's rated, it should be doing like 1300 CFM. You'll see my sheer soul crushing, my sheer sadness and disappointment.
So that's not going in your garage then, probably.
No. You'll see some really valuable lessons, like, either do your baseboards after or do it like they do it where they spaced out the baseboard 3/4 of an inch so you can tuck your Swiss tracks underneath it. The tile in the wash bay was fantastic. We also figured out that he did transom windows, which are tall, wide windows up high. The transom windows in the wash bay are a no-go because then certain times of the day, it's almost like you're washing out in the sun. The sun's blazing through the window and drying off the car while you're trying to wash it. The dimensions, the size of the wash bay was perfect. A lot of the things we did, like the office is way cool that we did. That you'll see a desk set up. It's an epic desk. Bryce spent probably 10 hours laying on the ground, like upside down, wiring the thing because it's in a big glass room. Like you could see every wire from down low, so you had to make it super dialed. Doing 5,000 square feet of Swiss tracks is no fun. Actually, more than 5,000. So like 5,400 square feet of Swiss tracks is not fun. Probably 1,000 cuts. Yeah, it's brutal.
Let's see here. We have our friend Anthony Palumbo, Tony, up in Jacksonville area, said he'll see us next week. It's moderator weekend next week. Don't forget. Going Dutch Film says, hey, Matt, I'm getting Expel on my 992.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, I'm considering a coating on top of it. What are your thoughts on coating on top of Expel?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do. I like G-Technic Halo. People love that Expel coating, but I don't think it's very good. But I don't have a lot of experience, just a little bit with it. That's probably what they'll try to sell you.
All right, let's see. Justin on Facebook says, I've been using a Ryobi pressure washer with an MTM hose and gun for about 3 years. It's worked pretty well, but coiling up the 50-foot MTM hose is annoying, and due to my detached garage, I have to bring the setup in and out of the house 5 months out of the year. I'm thinking of the Comet as an upgrade because it can be carried in and out, has better flow, the onboard hose reel, and would really improve how I use my pressure washer.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's a good move. I mean, just know what you're getting when you're buying the Comet. It's Italian quality, right? So it's nice. It works. It functions. It has great output. It's cheap plastic, and the hose on it's okay. It's not as good as an MTM hose or any of the MTM hoses. Certainly not as good as a Cobra Jet. And you can't. You could adapt a Cobra Jet to it, but it would be really complicated and difficult. You need lots of weird fittings that you really can't get. So I think that's a great solution. I think you'll enjoy that and the ability to wind it up and not have to carry the hose around. I think it would work well for you.
All right, Brett on Facebook says, hey guys, thanks for taking the time to answer everyone's questions. I'm wanting to coat my truck's rims that are about a year old. Planning on using Deluxe and Gliss, just looking for some insight on what kind of prep work do I need to do and any other products I might need.
If they're not new, then you're going to want to decon them. So you're going to want to clay bar it, and I actually use clay in the wheel. So first you're going to want to wash them with decon soap. Then you just use a wheel cleaner. Use a wheel cleaner. Then you're going to want to iron remove it. So if you're using like a brake buster, then you're going to want to use a separate iron remover. After the fact. So you decon wash it with some wheel cleaner. Then you iron remove it with an iron remover. Like what do we do? The P&S, whatever it's called.
Iron Buster.
Yeah, a P&S iron buster. Then you're going to clay it. And then you're going to tar remove after that if there's any tar or anything like that left over with Tar-X. Then you're going to dry it off. Then I would denib the tires. By the way, I would also clean the tires while you're doing that. I would get some Shine Supply Wise Guy to clean the tires while you're doing this wash process. So get the tires really, really prepped and really clean. Then after you dry the wheels, then use Stoner's Tarminator to wipe off the tires, clean them really deeply after the Wise Guy, and then wipe the wheels down with CarPro Eraser, after all of this, and then coat it. So half of your time is in the prep work.
All right, let's see here. We have a question from Jeremy. This is a thought-provoking question on Facebook. Hey, Matt, any thoughts of talking to Mosmatic or anyone about designing a boot for the OG spec gun similar to what Milwaukee has on their drills and such?
Yeah, that's a darn good idea. I never thought of that. That would kill. I'm going to add that to the list.
All right. Add it to the list. This goes on the shorter version of the short
That's a
list.
darn genius idea.
Yeah, I like that.
I'd never even considered it. Never even crossed my mind.
Good job, Jeremy. Thank you. That's a great idea. All right. From Colin, quick audio question here. Would the PSB Alpha P5s be a decent setup combined with a subwoofer for a simple 2.1 setup in the home for someone on a budget, may upgrade soon, and they seem enticing?
Yeah, that would work really well. Yeah, I think you'll like that. Then you can have hit us up. We'll get you a center channel. You can always get a center channel later, and then if you wanted, you could do some surrounds and stuff in the future. But yeah, that would be fantastic. I think you'll really like that. For the cost, it's hard to beat. They're still good.
I watched that video. You almost had me sold on a pair. That's how good they must be.
It just fits, Like it's kind of like when you bought a Karcher. It's like you're like, okay, I'm down with that. I don't value it enough to buy some core 59s.
Right.
But it'd be cool to upgrade the audio of my TV or the audio in my garage or the audio in my game room or something like that. And I could get down with something that's $350 or $500. I'm down with that. I'm not down with 5,000. And that's where again, I didn't have any intention. This was another surprise. Like the K1700 was a surprise to me. I had no intention of selling an inexpensive pressure washer. And then same thing, I had intentions of selling inexpensive speakers, but I had no intention of doing PSB. I thought it was going to be SVS. And I got a pair of SVSs and listened compared to the PSB. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hate the SVS. This is terrible. The PSBs were really shocking. Now, I don't want to oversell it, and I think I did a good job showing you, hey, when you open this up, you're going to be like, what was Matt thinking? This thing weighs like a pound and feels super cheap. But it's all the money's put into the speaker and the crossover and the result. And the result is really great for what you're spending.
All right, one more audio question here. Actually, one more in the chat, and then after this one. From Midnight ZR2 on Instagram. Outside of the crappy app, what is the dislike with Sonos? When comparing the Sonos amp to the Blue Sound Power Node, the amp appears to be a better interface. Both appear to have a Class D amplifier.
The interface is terrible. Amp's terrible. The app is terrible. By the way, the Blue Sound speakers are terrible, just like the Sonos are terrible. The Blue Sound is a little less terrible than the Sonos, and everything about Blue Sound is better. Everything. It's just better. But the Blue Sound, their speakers are terrible. They sound terrible. I can't do it. I just broke open the big sound bar, which looks incredible, just like Sonos. Feels like such nice quality, and then you listen to them like, oh my gosh, this is awful. It's just bad. So yeah, the Blue Sound handshaking back and forth, the multi-room capability, everything about it is just better than Sonos.
All right, Rephrased has what might be a good idea here. Are you going to have an Obsessed Garage Shorts video setting up the LYDs for a desk setup?
Yes, short and long. Yes. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
All right, one more audio question from Joel in the chat. If we're speaking audio now, if I gave you $2,000 to go buy just 2 speakers for home, which ones would you buy?
$2,000. I'd buy Dyne Audio Emit 30s. I don't even think they're that much. I think they're like $1,200. I think I'd rather have Emit 30s over Evoke 10s. Evoke 10s are like $2,200 or something like that. Actually, no. I think Evoke 10s are $1,600. So if you get to $2,200, I think Evoke 30s bookshelves. If we want to do floor standers, then you do like Emit 50s. So I'd rather have floor standers. If I have the choice to do floor standing, I do Emit 50s.
We got a question in the chat from, where'd it go? Brian, you've mentioned your favorite outdoor car covers before. What were they again?
I don't have an outdoor one that I like, but it would be Cover King. Like Cover King, I think Stormproof is the one. I've never actually gotten one of them, so I'm not sure how good they are. But they're indoor ones I like a lot, the satin stretch version. So it's one of the, you have to do some digging into the Cover King stuff for exterior, but I like the Cover King covers the best.
Mark08EX says on Instagram, will we be able to order out of stock items during the Black Friday sale?
Yes,
definitely.
That's what we're rushing for. Yes. Just be cognizant when you're ordering what you're going to be getting and what you're not. And we're gonna fumble a little bit and stumble here, but we're going to get it set up to where we have a really robust follow-up system to let you know what you're missing, what you're waiting for, and where it is, as much as efficiently as we can. It's gonna take us a little while though to figure it out.
Let's see. ATMod060 on Instagram says, Quasar doesn't seem to sell just the trigger sprayer to their bottles. Do you know if the press-all sprayer will fit on a Quasar body?
I think it does. I think it's the same thread pitch, but I'm not 100% certain.
All right. B-Long10428 says, hey, Matt, as a full-time auto technician, I'm building out my Milwaukee M12 collection.
Mm-hmm.
What does Matt consider to be the ideal tool to battery ratio?
I want 1 for 1. So I want one tool or one battery for every tool is my preference. That way all the tools are on the ready, on the go, ready to go. And then, you know, I generally would have a couple of extras, but I want one tool, one. So if I have, I think in our kit, I think it's 22 M12 tools. We have 22 batteries. I don't want any of the old like CP 1.5s or any of the old batteries. I want CP 2.0s. I want XC 6.0s. So you'll have CP 2.0 and XC 4.0s would be the batteries you'd have in an M12. Those are the ones that come with the tools. And then I want to have, so in my 1-to-1 ratio, so I'm going to buy, and if we're going to have this at some point, if you want, I can send you the list of the 22 or some odd tools in the M12 line that I have in my package. You want 3, I think I have it set up for 3 CP 3.0s and 3 XC 6.0s to make up your 22 batteries. So you're going to buy some tool onlys, and you're going to buy some supplemental of the bigger amp hour batteries for use. I just like having some of those for, I don't know, it seems like a good thing to do. But 1 for 1.
All right, Brandon here in the chat says, what do I need for the AR Blue Clean AR610 to quick connect from wand to MTM foam cannon? I can't find anything that will make this work, and it's driving me nuts.
Wand. So he's using the one that came with it. Yeah, I mean, you're going to need to take the wand off, so unscrew the wand. Then on the end of the wand, so the inlet to the wand will have an M22 male screw on. You sort of have threads, right? So that's a male. And so you need to screw on an M22 female plug onto the inlet to the wand. Then on the inlet or the outlet to the gun, you're going to need a threaded M22 coupler, so a male M22 coupler. So think about it. Your plug would then go into the coupler. And then on your foam cannon, you need the foam cannons come with, at least the MTMs do. You need to get one of these. You need a 1/4-inch male to M22, so it's a male to male bushing. So it has threads on both sides. So 1/4-inch male that goes into the female screw-on inlet of your foam cannon. So you're stepping it up, and then you're going to take that same female plug that you need another one that you put on the inlet to the wand on that adapter. So you think about it, you're stepping up from 1/4-inch to M22, and then that will allow you to then quick disconnect the wand off and quick disconnect onto the, because the gun that comes with the AR-610 is like 18 inches long or something, and then it'll go onto that. And then you won't look like such a douchebag by having your foam cannon 20 feet away from you on the end of your wand. And that's the way you want to do it. So we have them. So you need 2 M22 female plugs, and you need 1 M22 male coupler, and you need 1 1/4-inch to M22 conversion piece. I think we have those in the store, but if not, you get them on Amazon. That's what you need.
Yeah, Brandon, if you got lost there in that, because that's a lot to remember there, you can email support at Cess Garage. They'll help you out as well. P. Terracina says, is the danger when applying a coating outside the chance of contaminants sticking to it or getting between the coating and clear coat, or is it concerned if the paint gets dirty while it's curing?
No. Yeah, that's not really an issue. The particle of dirt is so much bigger than the layer of coating. It'll just push it around.
Let's see. Our Oregonian friend, Jeff Johnson, says, greetings, gentlemen. Keep up the great content. Love the variety as of late. And Matt's wearing Nikes today, Jeff. You'll be happy. Super chat from our British friend Luke Newman. Hey guys, have you ever tried Soft 99 products from Japan? Think you'll enjoy some of their products, specifically the classic and clear range, especially the shampoo and interior cleaner. It's legit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very familiar with it. I haven't spent any time with it, but their wax and stuff are pretty sweet from what I understand. But yeah, I've never used any of this stuff.
Let's see. We have a question from Addison J 2011. Hey Matt, are you planning to develop an enclosure for the industrial Krenzler? I guess like the KW 700 or 1200.
Yes, there's actually in Germany they have come out with a new one, which I've requested us bring them here. It's not as simple as you think, but we're going to be working on all that stuff here the next year or so, and we might even be developing our own version of a pressure washer as well. So you stay tuned for that. But yes, to answer your question, yes, we will. They have one. I forget the model number of it in Germany, but they now have an enclosure that goes around the box, and I'd like to have that at some point.
All right, Brandon, who asked about the connection there, said, thank you. I will email your guys. I bought the setup prior to finding your site. That's cool, Brandon. No worries. Just email them. They'll give you everything you need.
It's working.
All right. Let's see. What is this? Let's just call this FT21 on Instagram. Says, hey, Matt, or Maddie, excuse me. Similar to most of us that follow you, my buddy Jeff is obsessed and finds that a lot of his time is in his garage, trying to make it functional and aesthetically pleasing. Mm-hmm. In fact, he just recently spent a lot of money to lay down some Swiss Trax flooring. Mm-hmm. With this obsession comes a question from his wife. Why do you spend so much time and money in the garage? There are plenty of other things that we can spend time and money on. Any bit of advice to help with these sorts of conversations? Thanks. Asking for a friend.
What he could use this tact that Brad and I were talking about this earlier. So if you think about it, like the average person, they can justify. Look, if I spend money on the cabinets or I spend money on the kitchen, we'll get that money back someday. And so when you're perusing Zillow for new homes, or you're thinking of listing a home, or you look at homes that are listed, you see all these photos of the kitchen, and they all look the same. And everybody does the same thing. And if you're a real high end person, this like in middle America would have you could see that they put hardware on their cabinets, right? They put some hardware on it. They got from Home Depot, or they put one of those the backsplash you can buy at Home Depot where all the little glass pieces are it's glued to a backing. They did a backsplash. That's real high end. Or they did an LED strip on the corner of the the corner of the kitchen or something like that. They can Philips Hue, but every single kitchen looks the same. Everybody's kitchen looks the same. Now, if somebody sees the kitchen that I put in my little stink house, so if I'm in the same pool of middle American homes, and you see the 36-inch double, fridge freezer, 72-inch wide monster, and you see some legit stuff, I would argue that if anybody who knows anything, that would be a microcosm for the rest of the home. that the gas lines were different and the installation's different and the air conditioning system has been maintained, and you can just extrapolate that stuff. And so let's just pretend you were going to sell your house. If you're looking to justify this to your wife, you could say, well, honey, let me just go pull up like 10 like $350,000 houses and show them kitchen. They all look pretty much the same. They all got like the same GE profile refrigerator or Whirlpool, whatever, and they all look the same. You probably have the same thing because no one's stupid enough to spend $100,000 on appliances for their little $350,000 house like me. I'm an idiot. And so everybody's kitchen looks the same. Everybody's bedroom looks the same. Everybody's master bathroom is the same thing with the little strip around the the little accent in the tile in the shower, or they have double vanities, but everybody's thing looks the same. And if you're like doing better, you actually got some like restoration, light fixtures and stuff like that. But still, same thing. Even in a, and it's all the same. It's all relative. So if you're looking at a $750,000 house, you're looking at a $1.5 million house. All the stuff is going to look relatively similar unless you went over and above. Like in my case, I have an outdoor kitchen and a kitchen that you would die for in a $400,000, $500,000 house. So now comes the garage, and of course you look at these photos of house after house after house. And why don't they show pictures of the garages? Because no one's ever done anything with them. Yet, what would you say the percentage of, you're not into cars, but if you were looking at houses and there was if you were looking at houses and you saw my house and the third picture was that garage, you'd be like, wow, wow, this house is only $400,000? Now mine's going to be $800 at this point. But what would you say? It would be like, whoa, dude. This is something about this place. Remember when I sold the brown house? The lady wanted all Grio's garage shelves, so she's gonna put like some fertilizer on them or something like that. She didn't want anything off the wall. She wanted that was the negotiation. I want it as is. Those people didn't know they drive a Toyota Camry, and they don't have kids, but yet they drive an Odyssey minivan. These are like below average people, and yet they wanted the garage. And so I would argue, or use this argument for any wife, that it puts you in a completely different class. It puts you in a completely different place when the garage is completed and finished and looking proper. Well, if you're thinking of selling, you want it to be somewhat neutral. Get all that neon signs and your BMW banners and get rid of all that crap. And that will help your wife view it as another sort of piece of the house. And all it will take is one of her friends to come over and the garage is open and they see it, or she's giving them the tour of the house, and the other wife says, "Holy crap, wow, this is incredible." And it doesn't have to be much. Even if it's Swiss tracks, nice painted walls, clean, nice white outlets, and a nice symmetrically placed or even non-symmetrically placed cabinet array. And nothing, out all over the place. Just something as simple as that with some good lights, even just like the cheap OG lights that we have. And you took pictures of that. It sells the house. It automatically increases the value and sells the house. Sells it that much quicker. So that could be your very easy argument, very simple discussion. Just go, sit on the couch with your laptop and say, look at this house. They don't even have a picture of the garage. None of them are going to have a picture of the garage. Not one of them. And you're going to say, imagine if we were to sell this house and it had the garage set up like this, and I spent all this money on this. And you ask, you say, if we were shopping for a house and we had photos of our house and our garage, how much do you think the garage would help us make that decision? Knowing that, a lot of her friends, their husbands like cars and garages too. Even if they don't, they like things clean. Now they're going to ruin it because most dudes are unremarkable, lazy, and stupid. but they will aspire. It creates an aspiration. Right? There's this aspirational thing that even if you're a regular dude driving a Toyota Camry around with cheeseburger wrappers rolled up behind the front seat, and you're just carting around your Labrador everywhere you go, so you leave the towels in the back seat of your Camry. you still would aspire to have your backseat cleaned every week. You aspire to go to the gym. You aspire to eat properly. You aspire to have a remarkable garage. And so that inspiration, it makes your property so much more valuable because it makes it so much more unique. Case closed, Chris. Did I sell you on this?
That's good. I would like a nice garage, yeah.
See? Who wouldn't?
I do enjoy
I'm always insulting you by using you as the case study for someone who doesn't give a crap. That's why we work so well together, because you don't take any offense to that.
No.
If you do, you just don't tell me, which is perfect.
I go home and cry every night.
But yeah, you show up the next morning.
Yeah. All right, No Cab Darb on Instagram wanted to know what these Scan Group things are doing here. So this is not us putting these on sale. They put these on sale for their SEMA special.
Okay.
So they do this each year. Last year there were 2 different ones, I think. Our own Mike T bought them last year and this year, so he would know better than I. But yeah, let me bring it up real quick to tell you. I think it goes to the 14th, kind of like our Mosmatic sale.
Okay.
So this one, Multi-Match R, was 157. Now it's 109.
Where do they come up with these numbers?
I'm not sure. And then
62.
Yeah, Match Pin R was 62. Now it's $49.
Okay.
So we got a bunch of them. If you want one, now's the time to get them. If you do the math on that, that's even cheaper than they're going to be on Black Friday. So now's the time to get one. If you want one, that goes to the 14th. Good question. Thank you. All right, let's see. Hey, Matt. Are there any plans to pursue a proper carpet/upholstery cleaning solution? Would love to keep that last 10% of the interior dialed in for those of us with used cars or dirty kids. It's from Alabama Man.
I'm not the right guy for that. I don't like carpets. You know what I do? I buy new carpets. I'm not the right guy for that. I don't like it. I don't like dirty carpets. I don't like cleaning dirty carpets. I buy new carpets. As soon as my floor mats get a little bit of any kind of sheen to them, they're gone. I get new ones. So I'm the wrong guy for that.
Alabama Man, email Louis, Louis, at Obsessed Garage. He's the interior person. He has the little lines going in his carpet.
Yeah.
Like in the lawn.
Yeah. I don't have the desire.
All right. Harley17 says, hey guys. Chris mentioned hoodies that are going to be available. Where can I find them? They're not there yet, but Bryce assures me that they're going to get in the store next week, so that next Friday on the podcast we can tell you they're in the store. So there are going to be 3 different hoodies, 3 different colors.
Mm-hmm.
There are also different styles, and they are pretty darn nice, actually. But now's the time of year to get that, because in Florida it dipped down into the 60s today, so it must be cold other places.
Oh.
James on Facebook says, hey, Matt. I would like your opinion because I'm torn on what to get. I'm getting rid of my Jeep Wrangler and going back to a truck.
Okay.
What are your recommendations, and where'd you go? 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, etc.
Just get a Raptor for sure. Maybe you can't swing that. Yeah, I'm a Ford guy. I don't like Chevy anything, and I definitely don't want a Dodge. So I want a Ford F-150 of some sort. Or 250 if you can swing that. And then whatever line you can work your way up to, Lariat, Platinum, King Ranch, whatever version you can swing cost-wise. But I just think a Raptor is a much better solution than any of them, because it's just drives better on the street, drives better off-road, has generally better features and stuff. I don't know. I just think a Raptor's the way to go.
All right, let's see. Michael in the chat wants to know, what are some things that are not going to be 10% off during Black Friday sale?
Rupes polishers.
Milwaukee.
Yep.
Sabre.
Yep. We do have, actually, I take it back. We might want to get with the Milwaukee guys, because I forget, we were talking about something.
Okay.
That we might be able to run a certain amount.
I'll email our guy Daniel. Find out.
Yeah, I forget. I said, yeah, we'll do that. And then I didn't do anything. I forgot about it.
Yeah, so there's just a few. The dry ice machine we actually talked about, Scott and us are on board with. That will be part of the sale. So if you're on the fence, that might be a good time for you to do that.
We could do like a certain amount of Milwaukee up to like a certain amount of sales or something like that. That would be cool.
I will check on Milwaukee, but as of right now, it's not covered. It's just because our margins are not really in a spot where we can do 10% off.
Yeah.
Oh, and then the free shipping. Last year it was $100 and over as free shipping. So someone was asking, is that still the deal this year? Yes, that's the deal. $100 and over, free shipping, which depending on where you live can be a pretty big chunk of change. Well, let's see. Does Matt have nothing to rant about today? No, he said he's in a good place. He's in a happy place.
Yeah, I don't think so. Can't think of anything. I'm sure you guys will come up with something to hack me off.
Here's Scott in the chat here. He says we have 35 of the ICS machines in stock as of today.
Okay, cool.
Nice. And this applies only to the in-stock Evo machines. Yeah, he's going to, I think, Slovakia, he told me, to go check out some new machines that he's really excited about, like big boys.
Yep.
That's going to be pretty exciting.
Those are coming.
Yeah.
Then desiccant dryers and full solutions on the dry ice page, Obsessed Garage, full, compressed air solutions and stuff coming as well.
Efren here in the chat says, I'm looking to buy an E92 M3. What are some things I should be looking out for?
Yeah, I mean, you can usually tell by looking at the driver's seat bolster what you're getting into. The shininess of the leather is a microcosm of what the shininess of the inside of the engine is going to be. Just be ready to pony up some cash if you want a good one. And unless you have some way to find some old lady that doesn't know what she's got. So, we met a guy who's been an OG follower for a number of years at the all-German event. He bought an E36 with 17,000 miles on it, a 99, which is the best year to buy, for $17,000. Like 6 months ago. I paid $45 for mine, which is a 96. So, yeah. You can, if you're charmed, you can find stuff, but he bought it from some old lady. The husband died or something like that, and an old lady sold it to him just, at a above blue book value or something like that, not above what the real market value, which would have been $50,000 for that car.
Here's our friend Chris Kim. He says, that TV in your garage, which you posted a picture of, needs to be lined up with the cabinets, bro.
That'll get me ranting. So, let me help people out here. I'm going to help you. First of all,
thank you, Chris.
Never, ever give advice. I am like the TV guy, like one of the TV guys in the world. So don't go there. Secondly, you don't let your wife tell you where to mount your TV. You don't mount it above a fireplace. In fact, you rip the whole wall apart, get rid of that fireplace so that your TV can be mounted at the proper height. And so mine is set up. I don't care where the cabinets are. I would soon as move the cabinets than I would mount the TV in the wrong position. So you don't line up the display based on what looks best in the room. You line up the TV where it needs to be. And that, in that garage, it needs to be, my eyes need to be in the middle, either somewhere between the bottom third and the middle, preferentially would be in the middle of the display when you're standing up. It has nothing to do with the height of the cabinets, has nothing to do with the backsplash, has nothing to do with the countertop. It all simply has to do with where you're standing looking at the display. You have some leeway, especially on a 75-inch, you've got a good 10 inches of leeway up or down. But why would you want to try to line it up with the bottom of the cabinets? That's try hard. Or the top of the cabinets. And then it looks like you tried to line it up, and it's just not good. Don't do that. Like, for instance, you'll see in the garage, in John's garage in Atlanta, I'm doing the sub RCCs, the in-wall subwoofers. And I said to Mike, so I want to go 2 inches below center because that will take your attention away from us try-harding it, trying to mount it right in the middle. It doesn't look as good as if it was slightly off center. And that's my tip to you for the world of TV mounters. Stop this nonsense of buying tilt mounts. Never buy a tilt mount. You shouldn't tilt your TV. It should be flat to the wall, as close to the wall as possible. Stop trying to mount your freaking TV where your wife wants it. Tell her no. Tell her the same story I told you about adding value to the house. we watched. Oh man, my neck still hurts. We were watching TV that was the interior designer setup for the house we were staying in, for John's house, and the TV's on it's a solid 9 feet in the air. What are you people doing? Why are you doing that? And that's for a TV. You're sitting on a couch, and it was like one of those low, like deep couches. My neck was hurting so badly. Like, what do you do? What do you people? And it's on a tilt bracket. Like the tilt, like tilting 3 degrees is supposed to solve the problem. Like, what is going on here? So these people need to stop this. So I just find it so. They must not know who I am. I just find it so funny. And I used to get so mad. Now I don't even get mad anymore. I just find it so funny. Like, you're telling me that. No arrogance. It's just I'm an insane person when it comes to TV mounting. It's what I do. It's who I am. It's part of my soul. And you're telling me how to mount the TV. Come on, bro. You just look stupid. It's just not a good look for you. You just don't want to go there. End of rant.
There you go. And Chris now follows up with, did I win the weekly trigger award? Yes, we'll send it to you.
I forgot about that. What do you do? Oh, it would look so much better if you'd mounted the TV so that the top of it lined up with the cabinets. Why? Why would that look? It would look worse. That makes no sense. Not only does it not look good, it's wrong. Stupid. Gosh.
Maybe they're 7 feet tall. That's why.
No, they're not.
All right, my WRX channel, and this actually came up on Instagram, but I didn't bother to ask it because I figured it'd get you all ranty. But while we're here, do you have any thoughts on the new C8 Z06? Z06 looks
it's
nice.
just an uglier version of the current Corvette. Yeah.
And do you ever see yourself going down the Corvette road again? Or
Never, ever, ever, never. No freaking way. Not in a million years. That thing is so freaking ugly. It's. I see it coming down the road. I'm like, what is that thing? And then I realized, it's a cheap American hunk of garbage. Yeah, I see that. Like the pictures at SEMA, it's a C8 fest. C8's everywhere. It's terrible. It's a terrible looking car with terrible everything. Junk. Stop this.
So no Corvettes. Let's see. Kinsey's Garage. Ever thought about buying another Mustang, maybe a GT350 or Mach 1, and eventually doing a giveaway with that?
Not a giveaway, but I have thought about one. But then I look around, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got too many cars. I don't know what to do with this. By the way, my allocation is good to go. Did I say that already? Allocation's good to go for the GT3 Touring, 992 GT3 Touring. Yeah. So no. Not at the moment.
All right. Yes, paint a sample of the Brewster Green, you said.
Everybody's telling me to buy some cheap speakers. No. I'll tell you what. How about this? I'll tell you people what speakers to buy. You don't need to tell me some Amazon garbage. Hey, these have real good reviews on, what is it? What's that one rating? It's like, it's D-rate. It's RTings or something like ratings. It's like RTINGS. I saw that in the group, and I got all fired up last night when people were like, well, what do you think about a TCL TV? I'm like, what? What is wrong with you people? No. I don't care if you're putting it in your bathroom. You don't want a TCL TV. You know, Vizio TCL. No, Matt, you don't understand. The M line of Vizio is not too bad. Yeah, it is. It's not good. Stop this nonsense. God dang it, people. Well, the ratings on Consumer Reports. Who's looking at that? Who's reading that? Don't they rate toasters too? Why would you be reading these reviews? Email me and I'll tell you what to buy. Anything in this world. You want to buy a hairdryer? I'll figure it out for you in 5 minutes, and I won't be going to Artings to get my reviews in from what freaking hairdryer I'm going to use. Stop this nonsense, people. Stop reading reviews. Reviews are opinions. You don't want opinions. You want facts. I'll give you the facts. Stop.
Oh, man. More advice from Chris. Just get a Logitech 5.1 system and you're good to go.
Yeah, with your TCL TV. God dang it. Don't you have a Panasonic Plasma?
I have whatever you had.
Yeah, right. Oh, my Gosh,
That
people.
thing is 10 years old and better than what I had before.
Obsessed Garage group.
gosh.
Some days I just want to just burn it to the ground. Like, what are you people doing?
All right, let's see.
No, stop the mantle mount. Rip the mantle off. Or put the TV somewhere else. Don't put a TV in that room. What do you need a fireplace for? How many times you turn a TV on a year versus a fireplace? God forbid you've got to use the fireplace to heat your house. Now it really sucks. You don't want the TV above. It's going to melt. You have the thing on all the time. Stop this fireplace nonsense. You know how many fireplaces are going in a new house I'm building? Building a 7,000 square foot house. How many fireplaces do you think I'm going to have?
0.
None. I don't care where you live. No fireplaces. Stop that dream. Your wife isn't going to use it. 0 chance. She's going to go out and chop wood. I mean, is that what she's going to do? No. You're not doing it either. You're fat and lazy just like me. We're not chopping wood. So then you're going to freaking Publix or Acme or Kroger. You're buying that little cord of wood that, then it gets all roachy because you left it out back. It's been sitting out in your back porch for 16 months. You haven't done anything with it. And it won't light because it's all wet and filled with cockroaches. So forget the fireplace, people. And then if you get some freaking stupid gas-looking fake thing, that's fake. Now the new thing is you do like that with that glass fake-looking thing where it has like a heater that like pumps heat out and does like a little twinkle fake flame. What are you people doing? Stop. Just put your TV in the right spot and get a flame there and get a little Dyson heater. You can pretend. It's way better for the one time this century that you're not chopping wood. Or you forget to fill up the freaking gas tanks and you want to turn the thing on. The 3 times I turned the fireplace on, my kids are yelling, "It's too hot up here! Turn it off!" Like, I finally got this thing working. Hasn't worked in the 5 years I've lived here. Like, get this fireplace out of here. We had 3 of them, and they never worked.
So thanks for that stint placer. That was him. I tried to not read that, but Matt saw it about the mantle mount. Connor Smith says, can't afford a cox reel right now. Is there a better alternative, a cheaper alternative for an air hose reel?
No. Don't do it to yourself.
All right. Akash Patel says, what polisher would you recommend for someone who can't swing a Rupes or a Flex? Same answer.
Yeah, don't do it.
David J says, whenever Maddie says gosh during a rant, all I can think of is Napoleon Dynamite. I get that.
What are you saying? Because I'm the same complexion here? The same waspy nerd?
Rephrase says, how are the non-douche blue Vossens on the Model 3? I think they're on there, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not on yet. I haven't finished them yet. I need to we need to make a deluxe gliss, short and in video for that. So I've been waiting for a while to come back so I can finish those up.
All right, now I got to sort through all this rant laughter here. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, hex lights. He's not a fan of the hex lights either.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Someone suggested you could use your sledge axe to chop your own wood if you still have the sledge axe somewhere.
I left it in the other house. It's up in the attic.
Man.
I need to sneak in there and break in and go get my sledge axe. Or I could just go to Home Depot and get another one for $25.
You made someone snort. That's good. Stephen.
These freaking fireplace people. That wife is not chopping dick. She's not chopping any wood. Get out of here.
Oh, man.
It's so stupid. You freaking, let's put 7 fireplaces in the house. Like, what are you going to do with that?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Let's see. Mantle over the cooktop. That's a good suggestion from Brian Deal there. Let's see. There's the rant we've been looking for. Yep, you got it.
Freaking fireplace.
In Canada, we chop wood. That's probably true.
No, get yourself a freaking geothermal heat pump or something, or geo whatever. Put some heat, put some radiant heat in the floor, and like it's 2020. What is it? 2021. Mm-hmm. Stop this fireplace nonsense.
All right, let's see. Morgan Butler. Hey, Chris, I enjoyed the OG tour video you did. Appreciate you finding all of Matt's hidden zebra cakes all over the place. Yeah, unfortunately for him, they were all gone by the time he got back.
Dang it! I was gonna want to eat one and make a challenge right now. $100. I'll eat the whole box. I'm starving.
They're all gone.
I couldn't left my sandwich over there, and so I normally have it here. And then I was in here all day, and my sandwich is over there, waiting for me. Oh, Evo! I got the Evo cooktop going.
Is it going now?
Cooked up cheesesteak last night. It's good. Yeah, it's awesome.
Matt, the cooking guy.
It's easier to clean than like cleaning a pan. It's fantastic. I'm going to install my grill tonight. We got the countertop in. You'll see if you're a member of Inside the Hex, you'll get to see all that tonight.
And my 7-hour-long vlog while you're at it. Dustin, $5 US super chat. I spent a pretty penny on some MSS Plus for our office IT room last week.
Smart.
You can thank Kyle for selling us on that killer drawing that he did.
Yeah, the MSS Plus is so good. Wait till you see the stuff at the Atlanta garage. It's good. It's real good.
Yeah, I told someone the other day you can appreciate it a lot more, the build quality, when you have to move that stuff. It's stout.
Yeah.
Steve says you're not a real shop without hex lights. That's good. My fireplace is outside. Artings is the worst. What's the plan for the garage doors moving forward?
Artings.
I've never heard of Artings.
You haven't? I thought you'd have spent many hours there looking for a microwave or something. Yeah. What the just go read some reviews. So pull up a TCL TV and see what it says. TCL. Let me read some of these.
The three best, or just like
there you go. Three best TCL TVs. Okay.
We've tested more than 15 the past couple years.
I'm sure you have. You've done a good job. Yeah, good job. Yeah.
8.3.
Yeah. Okay.
For sports, it's rated differently.
Than They're real experts in the TVs. Yeah, I'm sure.
Best budget. That's me.
Yeah.
It's not so good for TV shows.
You get a rating of 7.7. They didn't leave a lot of room for an actual TV that's any good, So then you pull up, like LG OLED. It probably gets the same ratings. You freaking morons.
Let's see this one.
8.8. Yeah. What did it have? An 8.3? Freaking nonsense. So stupid.
Ooh, you risk permanent burn-in on that one, though.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
May not be bright enough for bright or sunny rooms.
Yeah, you definitely need brighter. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, man.
Broke my microphone stand.
All right. Artings, I'm going to be on that all night tonight. All right. Super chat from our friend Martin, Alligator Window Tent. Can we get a Matty Rants channel to complement the OG Shorts channel so we can just search it by topic?
You guys want to get me in more trouble with the world. At least it's hidden in here somewhere where I don't offend the whole world.
That is good.
But there's probably a guy that manufactures fireplaces in here. This is his whole living, which is a good business because everybody wants a freaking fireplace. Fireplaces everywhere. Let's put a fireplace in the bathroom, fireplace in the in between the bathroom and the bedroom. Let's put one in the bedroom. Let's put a fireplace everywhere. Fake fireplaces are even better. That's the way to go. Put a chimney in. I got a chimney on my house. They're like, yeah, that's what we want. We want a chimney. They bought a freaking $100 microwave, but they had a chimney put in. That's real smart. For a fake gas fireplace, they just bolted onto the wall. The TV's mounted 10 feet and freaking wires are hanging down. Dear Lord.
Let me go back to this question because we kind of got lost here. What's the plan for your garage doors now going forward at your house?
Screwed. Nothing.
No, not the new ones, but what are you going to end up going with?
I don't know. Okay. I'm not getting new doors. I'm just going to freaking deal with what I got. I'm going to do jack shaft operators for sure. But then I have to decide, do I want to do high lift or not? I'm not going to put the lift in the house, so I gave up my lift to somebody who's been waiting.
Doesn't that mess with your magic stairs if you keep it going?
Yeah, it's all screwed. Freaking HOA.
All right, let's see. Dustin.
I bet you HOA has fireplaces. All those people have fireplaces. And they're in their $180,000 hunk of crap house. What's what I really want? I really want to I want to know who these people are. And I want to take pictures of their house. I want to post them up here. Say, this guy's house, this guy's in charge of what my house looks like. I guarantee you, he's got. I'm going to take a picture of his garage when he pulls out. I'm going to just sit there, park on his lawn, park on the sidewalk. You're allowed to be on the sidewalk. I'm just going to park on the sidewalk with my tripod, and I'm going to take pictures, and I'm going to post it up and say, yeah, I can't do $5,000 to $6,000 garage doors, but this guy, look at what he's got. He's got yard gnomes. He's got his garage is painted yellow inside, guaranteed, and he's got some Rubbermaid shelving, that takes up one of the parking spaces filled with figurines, freaking tchotchkes.
We have requests for cooking with Matt the cooking guy. I see your
not very good. Not very good. It is legit setup though. Yeah.
Dustin, who ordered the MSS Plus, says he's a little nervous about actually getting the MSS Plus in the room. LOL. We got plenty of spare hands around though.
Yeah, it's not bad. The hardest part is getting off the pallet.
Yeah. Let's see. WJ Krug, super chat here, $4.99. Sorry if you've answered this before. I joined late. What is a good TV brand? I need to get one.
It's not so much the brand; it's the technology, the model. So I would stick with I would stick with LG OLED. The Sony, supposedly Sony processing better, but that freaking Android operating system is so annoying. It took me 25 minutes just to get the TV to turn on when I was doing John's Sony A90. I think it's A90, A80, something like that. In LCD, this is where it gets kind of funky. Bryce keeps telling me the Hisense makes a great LCD. I don't believe him, but he says that their new, whatever they call it, quantum LED or some nonsense. In LCD, I tend to not care, so you end up with a TCL or something. But I tend to buy Sony and LCD, or what you guys think of is LED. It's not really LED; it's just an LED backlight. So an organic LED. Oh, there's Daniel calling right there. He probably heard us on the podcast.
There you go.
Or I guess he wouldn't be calling if he heard us on the podcast. But LG OLED, and don't get suckered into buying Signature Series or anything like that. They're all the same panel. They have all the same processor. Just you're paying for better speakers. So you want the C10 or whatever it's called, CX, which is C10. And then in LCD, I'm just going to buy a Sony, and it's just as much money as you're willing to spend. And you really only buy LCD if you have real significant issues with Windows. Otherwise, you can overcome it. Just, stick with OLED. So there's really two TVs. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need. Sony LCD, LG OLED. Stop being cheap. I mean, these TVs used to cost like 10 grand. You can get a 77-inch OLED for $3,500. You can get a 55 for like $2 grand, less than $2 grand, for like the best TV in the world. So just save up. Just wait. Stop buying fireplaces and get a freaking decent TV. I can understand, when we're selling Pioneer Elite plasmas for $8,000. I get. Not many people are paying $8 grand for a TV. Always a lot of them. I get that, but we've been taught that now all of a sudden TVs don't cost anything. Well, it's just the amount of technology that's in there, especially if you watch a lot. It's like cheaping out on your cell phone. I mean, if you use your cell phone all day, you should just allocate. And I understand people that have infinite resources, but you've got to to properly allocate. If you're watching TV a decent amount, then no Samsung QLEDs. Even using QLED is a stupid name. I think Sony's better. Just Samsung LCD though, same idea. Sony, Samsung, very similar.
All right, let's see. That bearded veteran says, how much Halloween candy does Maddie still have? I handed out full-size bars this year. My daughter came back to mostly fun-size.
Those losers.
Who hands that crap out?
Yeah,
Your mom was all excited. She was handing out full-size this year.
The way to go. Yeah. Just get deals. Get it at now. You'll go get Halloween candy deals and hold on to it till next year. They think it still keeps.
At Sam's, they're on sale right now, too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. WJ Krug says, thank you for saying Krug correctly. You're welcome. I had a student with that last name, and that's how he pronounced it, so I hoped I was right. Hey, Matt, how about developing octalights instead of hex lights? Because 8 sides has infinitely more lumens than 6.
You're not going to get me on that one.
Another good one from Chris there. Chris Kim. Yeah. Let's see. Jay Montage says, I built a house recently, and had I gave it one tiny bit of OCD, I would have put bathroom mirror lights lower for backlight mirrors. Deleted mirrors, but didn't think it through. There you go.
Yeah, I think if you do decent, taller fixtures, it's fine. This is something that's going to stress me out, is that this house, I'm not going to figure everything out. And there's a lot. I'm going to take it room by room and just start chasing. But wait till you see the design for this thing. It's freaking awesome. I've got a meeting next week. The architect, so I've got to put it in some more work. It's like the architect's looking to be done. I'm like, why don't you just keep charging me? What do you want to be done for? I'm not done yet. And in fact, I've come up with a miracle in like one meeting. I've got like the design of the century, and it need a little bit more. Need a little bit more tweaking, a little more adjusting, a little more thought, a little more inspiration.
All right. I think that's all we got for today. It's about that time. Matt's hungry.
Don't give me this bang for the buck nonsense.
No, he was trying to hide that one from him, too. Oh, man.
Boy, people in their freaking weird crap.
Here you go. We'll end it with this one from Kurt in the chat. Pre-ordered my transparent bottles after the podcast started, and they already shipped the labels. Nice job, crew. Good job out there to Janet and Ted and all those folks.
Yeah.
Jay Montage, Montagne gave us a super chat here as a parting gift, $4.99.
Knows how much I love emojis. Yeah.
What is that? That's a lemon head or a fruit of some sort waving at us. That's nice. Oh man.
Oh shoot.
Good stuff.
No, there are no more zebra cakes stashed here anywhere. I'm feeling hungry.
I put them all in the snack box thing out here.
People ate them all.
Yep. There were Nutty Buddies too. I forgot that I hid Nutty Buddies in one of the cabinets.
Oh yeah, remember that made it that was the highest rank, yeah.
All right, so thank you all for the questions. Matt's going to talk to Daniel and see if we can get some Milwaukee sales for you on Black Friday.
Yep.
We'll be back next week, and hoodies will be in the store next week. We'll talk more about that then.
Cool. See ya. This is the new one, healthcare dot something. Student loan